still remember the exact moment my entire world collapsed. I was standing in his office doorway, holding his favorite lunch, and watching another woman's hand resting on his knee. The same knee he used to pull me closer. The same man who promised me forever was already choosing someone else. And that night, I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I planned. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted with your whole heart, if you've ever wanted justice but stayed silent, then this story is for you. Hit like, subscribe, and get ready, because this isn't just a heartbreak story. It's a story of quiet, powerful revenge. Hi, my name is Anna, and this is the story of how the man I loved broke me, and how I made sure he would never forget what he lost. It all started on a rainy evening, the kind where the sky feels heavy, like it's carrying secrets. I was exhausted from work, struggling with my broken umbrella, the wind flipping it inside out like it was mocking me. And then, I heard his voice. "Looks like the weather's against you." I turned around, and there he was, Bruce, standing under a strong umbrella, calm, confident, smiling like the world hadn't touched him yet. I laughed nervously. Or maybe it's testing my patience. He stepped closer. Then maybe we should face it together. And just like that, everything changed. We walked to the subway together, talking about nothing and everything. His voice was warm, safe. And for the first time in a long time, I felt seen. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. And somehow, that stranger from the rain became the center of my universe. We built a life together. Lazy Sunday mornings, coffee in bed, late night conversations about dreams, fears, the future. He used to look at me like I was his whole world, and I believed him. God, I believed him. We talked about marriage, kids, growing old together. I remember lying next to him one night thinking, this is it. I've made it. I've found life forever. But forever has a strange way of fading. It started small, tiny cracks, the kind you ignore because you're too afraid to look closer. He became distant, his laughter shorter, his hugs colder, his kisses empty. "Just work, Anna," he'd say. "It's nothing." And I trusted him, because when you love someone, you don't question them. You defend them, even against your own instincts. But then came the signs, the ones you can't ignore forever. His phone always locked, always hidden, late nights, excuses that didn't make sense. And that smell, perfume, not mine. My chest would tighten, my thoughts would spiral. But I kept telling myself, no, not him. Until that day, I decided to surprise him, bring him lunch, remind him of us, of what we had. But what I walked into was something I can never unsee. There he was, sitting on the couch, laughing, with her. She leaned into him, her hand resting casually on his knee. Time stopped. My breath caught. My body froze. It felt like I was watching someone else's life shatter. He looked up, saw me, and in that moment, his smile disappeared. Silence. Heavy. Crushing. "Anna," he said softly, "this isn't what you think." But we both knew it was exactly what I thought. Then came the words, the ones that broke something inside me forever. "She's someone I've been seeing." Seeing. The word echoed in my mind like a gunshot. Not a mistake. Not an accident. A choice. He chose her, while still holding on to me. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I didn't even speak. I just turned and walked away. But inside, I was collapsing. The next few days were a blur. I ignored his calls, his messages, his excuses. At night, I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, feeling the weight of betrayal pressing down on my chest. I replayed everything, every moment, every lie, every "I love you." And then something changed. The pain didn't disappear, but it transformed into something sharper, something stronger. Clarity. I realized something that terrified me, but also freed me. He didn't deserve my tears. He deserved consequences. Not loud revenge. Not messy drama. No. I wanted something better. I wanted him to feel what I felt. Loss. Regret. Emptiness. So I disappeared. No closure. No final argument. No emotional goodbye. I removed myself from his life. Completely. Blocked him. Deleted everything. Moved forward. But here's the twist. I didn't just heal. I leveled up. I focused on myself. My career. My confidence. My happiness. I started glowing again. Not for him. Not for anyone. But for me. Months passed. And then one day, he came back. Of course he did. Messages. Calls. Even showing up at places he knew I'd be. I made a mistake. I miss you. She meant nothing. But here's the thing about broken trust. You can't rebuild it with words. And when I finally looked at him again, I didn't feel love. I felt nothing. And that was my revenge. He stood there, desperate, broken, looking at me like I was the one thing he couldn't get back. Please, Anna, just give me another chance. I smiled. Not out of love. Not out of kindness. But out of closure. I already gave you everything, I said calmly. You just chose someone else. His face fell. Reality hit him. For the first time, he felt it. Loss. Regret. Finality. And I walked away. Stronger. Unshaken. Free. Sometimes, revenge isn't about hurting someone. It's about becoming so strong that their betrayal no longer has power over you. Because the greatest loss is realizing too late what you destroyed. If this story hit you in the heart, don't forget to like this video. And tell me in the comments, have you ever had to walk away from someone you loved? And did they regret it? Subscribe to Signature Media 2.0 for more powerful, emotional stories. Because here, we don't just tell stories, we feel them.